Well, hello everyone. It's Sheila back again, third time today. I've just come not long back from my granddaughter's. It's 7:30 now. Well, not quite 7:30, 20 past 7. And I'm doing a little bit. I'm doing my order tonight, and I'm really annoyed about this. That's the back. This is Daggery's cardigan. This was the back. I got the back done. And I did have the sleeve finished, and I had just I put the pieces down on a cloth on the floor and spread them out. Now I'm looking at the sleeve, now it doesn't look right. It's just underneath the armhole where I started the armhole shaping. Just did not look right, and I had a close look at it. The pattern is, if you can see, it's some rows I start with pearl, 2 pearl and 2 knit. Then I do a pearl row all the way across. And then the next row I start with 2 knit and 2 pearl. I had started with, where I should have started with a knit again, I had started with a pearl and had knocked the pattern out. And I think it must have been one of those days when I was sitting outside on my lounger and I thought I'd do a little bit knitting, but it was too hot really and my hands were sticky and the stitches just weren't coming off the needles like they do, and that I had to give up. And I think I must have done the mistake then and hadn't noticed until I got to the end. So I pulled it back out down to there, and I'm finishing off the sleeve. I'm nearly up to the armhole again. These things come to try me, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm back on it. Back on my order tonight, and at my granddaughter's, I'm going to show you. This is how far I got. I'm starting to do my little, this is a rosebud lace cardigan. I'm doing a 20-inch because there was a full ball. This was the wool that Sandra sent me. There was a full ball of this plus a little bit. And I know I can get an 18 to 19 inch out of a full ball with being a little extra. I know I can get a 20-inch out, so that's what I'm doing. And it's hard to see on here as I hold it right up, but you can see all the different little spots of colour in it. Might see it better on there as well. It's really lovely, this. It's the light's too bright, and I've had to put the ring light on in front of my, not in front, behind my laptop again. My laptop seems to be working okay at the moment, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to stay like that. So that was what I got done at my granddaughter's this afternoon, in between a little bit time playing with the kids and helping Craig to wash all the dishes, because I don't see Cheryl on a Thursday because she works. And Craig doesn't work on a Thursday, so he's looking after the kids while she's working, and I go down there to see the kids on Thursday. But anytime if he happens to be working on Thursday, she'll be there. So that's how much I got knitted while I was there. So I'm starting to build up my little ones for the Etsy shop when I open it. I'm going to open it. I've got 1 or 2 other little ones already done, and this is the start. It's a little bit bigger. It'll probably fit about a year old, I think, this one. Yes, probably about 20. I have to remember my own kids, what sizes I did for them, and I think a 20-inch would fit a child about just coming up to a year old, probably a year to 18 months, something like that. I think it would be a 22-inch after that. But anyway, that's how far I've got with that, but that's to put away until tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon I'll get a little bit more of that done. But I'm busy doing daggeries at the moment. And I have another little story to tell you. It's another little rant. The girls, my bingo last night. The girls persuaded me, well, most of them decided to go to the Buzz bingo. Used to be the gala bingo. I went with them, never again. I've told them if they're going there again, there's no way I am going. They were too fast. The caller who was calling the numbers I'm sitting at the table trying to mark the numbers, and my hearing's not the best. It's probably to do with age, you know, as your hearing gets a little bit worse as you get older. And some of the numbers I couldn't make out what he was saying. And I'm saying to the girls, you know, the girls, what was that number? What was that number? And I was saying, there's a thing in the middle of the table with the numbers coming up, and I hadn't even noticed it. I was saying, look at that there, the number's on there. Shut up. So that's what I was doing. But you know, when he was calling the numbers, by the time I found the number that he had called on the sheet, he was on to the next one. If I had any chance of winning, I wouldn't have won because I would have missed the number he was calling, and it was just too fast. But I'd only joined there last night because I'd never been to anything like that before. Years and years ago, I used to go to some places, but it wasn't like the Gala bingo. But I had to join. So I got all my games free, apart from one I had to pay £2 for because I had just joined. But all the other girls had paid about £12 or something, I think, for their tickets and that. But you haven't got a hope of winning anything in there. I don't think we even had half the numbers marked off the cards when they were calling. Some of them do them on touchpad things. And according to my friend, they are the ones that win all the time, that us on the paper ones haven't got a hope. And then one of the girls have some other games in between, where they have those boards with the little things that you cover the numbers over with. And I didn't bother playing any of them. I says I wasn't interested in them, but one or two of the other girls were playing them on there was 4 of us on our table, and one or two were playing them, and one girl, she forgot to press the claim button, so she lost her money. So I've told them there's no way am I going back there. I says, whenever you have a night out, if you want the bus bingo, you're going without me. Because I am not going there. I just do not like it. But I had a nervous breakdown by the end of the night. If I hadn't been taking notice, trying to keep up with the numbers. They were just so fast. Just could not keep up with them. And there was quite a few of us there. There was other tables. There was a table behind us where there was more than 4. There was quite a few of them on it. And there was one girl and her husband, and she said to me, she says, Billy can't even keep up with it. She says, he doesn't like it. And a lot of the girls, we have a group thing on Messenger where we all talk to each other. We call ourselves bingo. That's just what we call it. We all talk to each other. There was a lot of comments on there today. My phone was pipping all day, all the comments coming on there, and there's quite a few of us do not like Buzz Bingo. So we're definitely not going. Most of us are definitely not going back there. Some of them are. I mean, the younger ones, they seem to be able to keep up with the numbers better than us older ones. But I just could not make out some of the numbers they were saying. It sounded like something else. If it hadn't been for the little thing in the middle of the table that showed the numbers coming up, I wouldn't have had a clue. I wouldn't have had half the numbers marked off my card that he had called. So that's my little rant about Buzz Bingo and why I am not going back there ever again. We'll stick with the clubs and the pubs that we'll go to. They're much better. They're more on our level. We didn't even have time to talk to each other. In fact, sometimes I went straight from one game straight onto another, and I didn't realise it. And I'm seeing the number come up, and what's that? Quick, mark it off, they're on the next game. I felt like a right fool, actually. So that was not my night, and we haven't got a hope in hell of winning. And then there was slot machines. I say, I'm not going on them things either. I'm putting all my money in them things. So at least it only cost me £2 plus my drink, which wasn't cheap either. I thought we'd have got a cheaper drink in there because I have a shandy. I have a lager shandy, and you can't even taste the beer. It's all lemonade. And they charge you a fortune for a drink like that. But in the clubs, it's a lot cheaper. So that's my little bit for today. I think it's about 3 days I haven't put any videos up, so I've put 3 up today. Help with my revenue from YouTube, or I might end up not getting paid this month. I didn't get paid last month because you have to have £60 well, it's like a kitty kind of kitty, I think you'd call it. You have to have £60 by the end of the month, and if you don't have that, you can't claim it. It rolled over to the next month, and that's what happened to me last month. So I've got last month's and this month's to pick up this month. So that's my bit. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll tell you about any other rant I might happen to have. I get quite a lot of them these days. It must be something to do with my age, I think. So bye for now.